right now.
Vaccines have been the center of debate for parents for years. Should kids be required to get vaccinated? And what are the risks? Well, tonight, the debate is seeing a new urgency as measles cases spread around the country.
So this year, the U.S. has seen the second highest number of cases in a quarter century. And, of course, the year's not even half over yet. There are 555 cases nationwide, 90 of them just in the last week. 20 states, including Colorado, have had a case of measles.
And here in Colorado, parents are not required to vaccinate their kids if they have a religious, medical, or personal reason for it. And right now, our state lawmakers from both parties are working to make it more difficult for parents to skip out on vaccinations. We're looking live right now at the state capitol where there's been nonstop debate about the proposal. This has been going on since about 2:30 this afternoon. And Colorado is one of just 17 states that allows that personal exemption.
Of course, some parents like it, others hate it. Denver7's Jennifer Kovaleski is going 360 on the issue.
Measles will come to this state, and when it does, you will hear from us.
Where there's risk, there must be choice.
The vaccine wars are now taking center stage inside the Gold Dome.
We're trying to solve a problem.
As alarmed public health officials and legislators.
We're last in the country when it comes to kindergarten vaccination rates.
Clash with vocal anti-vaccine parents over the best way to protect their kids.
It is unethical. It is malpractice.
At the center is this bipartisan bill aimed at improving Colorado's low immunization rates. Tonight we're spinning the vaccine dilemma 360. Hear the view of a parent who says vaccines are worth the risk. A parent of a vaccine-injured child who says they are not worth the risk. Plus, the freshman lawmaker, nurse, and dad taking on the crusade to fix the problem.
I want to keep them as safe and healthy as possible.
For Denver mom Amy Bernard, vaccinating her twins is a no-brainer.
The risk is incredibly low, so I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a risk.
Tired of only seeing photos of kids crying while getting their shots. She's been capturing her kids smiling, with their Band-Aids proudly on their arms for years now.
I'm going to give my kids all the vaccines I can.
She says Colorado needs to do something to improve our low vaccination rates, and thinks formalizing the process to opt out is a good idea.
Right now, it's really, really easy to opt out, and I think that there should be a little bit more of a formal process.
Colorado is one of 17 states that lets parents exempt their kids from vaccines for personal or religious beliefs. The latest proposal doesn't get rid of the personal opt-out option, but would require parents to go in person to a public health office with a special form.
Those are designed to coerce and intimidate a parent into making what the health department views as the correct choice.
Freetown mother and Army vet Pam Long views the formal process very differently.
That's a Friday happy dance.
Well, she makes the best of it.
She held one of Helen's hands in the water.
Long is her 15-year-old son Josh's full-time caregiver.
We're academically functioning at a first to third grade level.
She says 3 doctors told her an abnormal reaction to the MMR vaccine caused her son's brain injury.
Everyone knows my child was injured by a vaccine. There's no doubt. And it's not rare.
Long calls the bill nothing short of a slippery slope.
All done.
For her, this is about parental choice.
This bill attempts to make it nearly impossible for a parent to freely exercise their choices on vaccine decisions.
Long also takes issue with the state having her information in a database and the pro-vaccine education the state health department would be required to develop.
Parents like me will not sit and listen to benefit only, no risk. That is not true informed consent.
The rate that we're at with our kindergarten vaccination rate, it's dangerous. It's dangerously low, and we need to do something about it.
Freshman lawmaker, ER nurse, and father of 3 Kyle Mollica says he is trying to solve a problem and prevent an outbreak.
A puddle of gasoline just waiting for a match to be thrown on it.
Mollica had originally looked at getting rid of the personal belief exemption altogether, but says he listened to experts and his bill still gives parents the choice to opt out for any reason.
We've really compromised on this bill to try to make it as fair as possible, but we still have a problem to solve.
This recent CDC report showed Colorado has one of the worst kindergarten vaccination rates for diseases like measles, mumps, and chickenpox. About 88% of Colorado's kids got those shots. The CDC goal is 95%.
If we get to the rate that we need to be at, I don't care how we get there. As long as we get there and as long as our kids are safe and we're not at risk for that outbreak, great.
We're leading the nation here in Colorado in health. We don't have a problem. We don't have an outbreak. Kids are safe.
So will Colorado make it harder for parents to opt out of vaccines or opt to keep things the way they are? Here's what we do know. Any change is going to be a politically charged and volatile fight.
It is a slap in the face.
The science does not support those claims.
Jennifer Kovaleski, Denver7.
And we've already heard from hundreds of you on this. Kelly, for one, says The government has no rights to make the medical choice for any family, period. While Laura believes, quote, if the parents won't protect their children, the state has to. Keep them coming. We read every one of them. 360 at thedenverchannel.com. You can also send us a message on Facebook or Twitter.